in about 35 games, it's been a tale of two seasons, especially when it comes to Zach Lavine. What do I mean? I mean, from a situation in which he's not really been aggressive, we're wondering why he's taking long threes that leads to long rebounds for no apparent reason, not attacking the paint, to now not only attacking the paint, getting those and ones, but being very efficient from the 3-point line. So now it begs the question, because I've killed him when he was playing bad. I got to praise him when he's playing good. Is Zach Lavine back? Let's talk about it, starting now. Now, listen, if you haven't been watching the Breeze Nation, my name is P. Kid, Petty Casanova. I am the co-host of the Windy City Breeze. We do the live calls. We call every Bulls game, even if I'm not there sometimes. That's a different story. But right now, if you've haven't been living under the rock, you know that I've been very critical of Zach Lavine. Sometimes very rightfully so, and sometimes it's just me just sticking to a point just based off what I see. He hasn't been the same player for the majority of the season, and even last season. Now, injuries and things have led to that, but when you get paid that max money, you want to see your max money player go out there and do max money things. And for a minute, he just wasn't doing it. Now, based off some new information, things that he actually revealed to Stacey King, stuff like that, we see a lot of that was due to the fact that he just wasn't back to his normal self. However, over the last 10 games, you've kind of saw that. You've seen him take those leaps to where he's being more aggressive, being more efficient, being very, very protective of the ball. I think his turnovers are down a little bit. And then on the same note, he just looks better. The movements are more fluid. He's actually being the high flying Zach that we actually seen. For a while, we didn't see that. We'd be shocked occasionally if he did get a good dunk, and we knew it was the need, this, that, and the other. But now he's calling for it. You saw that oop that he had last night at his monstrous 43 points, 75% shooting. Let that register for a second. But he was just doing it all. Now, again, it was against Detroit, but Detroit is not one of those teams that you can just sit there and just turn your nose up at. They compete. And compete they did. But Zach Lavine was there and he was better. So now with all of this going on, what do we have to look forward to? I mean, honestly, this is the player that we wanted to see. We wanted to see Zach make this leap, come into the situation where not only is he, taking long threes and knocking them down, which, by the way, underrated form. He has a pretty form. Pause. Anyway, but he's now taking those long threes. He's making those particular moves, but he's also being very efficient in a way that he rotates the ball and gets other people involved. 43 points, but he had 6 assists. Doesn't sound like a lot, but he was actually the leading assist man for the Bulls while taking 20 shots and shooting 75%. Unlike his counterpart, which I don't want to harp on because I know DeMar does a lot of great things. A 43-point game doesn't always lead to you saying, well, he also led us in assists. It's just a difference. And so now we get to see it all come together, and I'm really excited about it. I've been big on Zach Lavine. Again, despite my criticism for it, I've been big on him being a premier shooting guard in the league. I said he was better than Devin Booker for a while. Then he got injured, and Devin Booker took a leap that he was unable to take at that time. But now that he's getting back to true form, I see Zach Lavine making those leaps. I see him making those moves. I'm really excited for it. And even when he's not being the go-to guy on the team, he's still being pretty efficient. He's still actually doing the things we would want your player to do. How so? Well, let's talk defensively. Defensively, he stepped up. We used to clown him for not playing defense. We used to clown him for missing assignments, not getting back, crying to refs, things of that nature. And some of that stuff still happens. But now he does it. Now he's really more locked into, his defender. He's not crying as much. He's just going with the game. He's letting the game come to him. And it's working out in a beautiful way. And this begs the question, since we're on the topic and we know that Zach Lavine is one of the main pieces that'll help us get there, will this lead to us now being not just a playing team, but a definitive playoff team when it comes to where we stand in the standings? I give you this case in point. I take it to a different team to not make it so personal and bring it back. Everyone killed the Nets early on. Kyrie's this, KD was at once out, coaching this, that, and the other. There was a lot of stuff going on. But slowly over the last month and a half, Not only have they gotten their key players back, some of the players who were out due to injury have come back and contributed to big wins. I'm looking at TJ Warren, who people would do write off and things of that nature. I'm looking at Seth Curry coming back, looking at Kyrie obviously coming back. It all kind of gelled. The next thing you know, they won 10 in a row. That's very possible for the Bulls. If you look at our schedule, look at who we've beat. We have a winning record against the best teams in the East. And with Zach again taking the lead, looking more fluid, being back to who he is in his natural self. And now, obviously, you compare that with all the offseason work he's put in skill wise. Could this be the catalyst that leads us to, okay, my 1A and my 1B are now on the same page? We got some good people who can fill in. P. Will may not be the all-star small forward or power forward, but he's looking better. Andre Drummond is actually getting more than 5 minutes a game now. Could we go on a run and do that? And could Zach Lavine be that catalyst? I actually believe so. I believe that he actually could be the reason why we make a leap and standings, and we make a huge run to be a 4th or 5th seed within the Eastern Conference, because that's where I had us. I had us as a 4th or 5th seed in the Eastern Conference with a healthy Zach, healthy DeMar, and I still believe that. I'm not just saying that just because. I do believe that if Zach is on his game, he can take us pretty far. Maybe not chip. I think we're one piece away from a chip. I don't know exactly what that piece is. I don't know if it's the center or the power forward. We're one piece away. But I know we're better than what we are now. And I know that Zach Lavine is the key to that. But I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Hey, if you think I'm wrong, clown me for it. Comments, that's what it's for. I get back at you. If you're rocking with me, rock with me. Comments, that's what that's for. Like, share, subscribe. You finna see a lot more of me in 2023. Get ready for it. One.